Hey, got another review for you guys today. I've got the new Nicehck NX8 titanium special edition. It's just come out pretty recently. Really nice set. I been listening to it for a few days. Done a few comparisons between, say, the Juicy Butterfly, the Night Oblivion Bootasta, the Yanyan Cannon Pro, and the Elysian Pilgrim. I think that out of all these four sets, that the NX8 titanium are probably the most similar to the Yanyan Cannon Pro and the Elysian Pilgrim in the way that they kind of resolve the music and like the bass and mids and treble, that sort of thing. They have a really nice bass, very nice mid-range and treble. Very nice detailed set. Got good detail resolution. Probably easily keeping up with the Yanyan Cannon Pro and the Elysian Pilgrim. Yeah, they have a really nice punchy bass. The mids and treble are nice and clear. It's really well balanced set. It's got great detail resolution. The micro details aren't bad. The soundstage and imaging is pretty good. I think they keep up with the Yanyan Cannon Pro and the Elysian Pilgrim pretty well. They are a little more detailed than the Juicy Butterfly, and they have a little more bass than the Night Oblivion Bootasta, because it's an it's a 10 BA set, the Bootasta. Doesn't have a DD, so yeah, the NX8 titanium has a bit more bass, but on the terms of detail resolution, they're pretty much very close, very similar. The NX8 it's a pretty good all-rounder set. It's got a good balance between the bass, mids, and treble. The bass is pretty punchy, so it's good for like your rock and metal genres, and it's got good sub bass as well. So it's also pretty good for your hip hop and things like dubstep and you know, EDM, that sort of thing. It's all, you know, also got nice kind of micro details and good detail resolution for things like classical and jazz as well. You know, I think it maybe has just like slightly better or very close to the soundstage and separation and the resolution and the tonality of the Yanyan Cannon Pro. But I think I personally picked the Yanyan Cannon Pro because it does have the extra tuning options with the dip switches it has, and it's well, I picked it up brand new for I think it was around can't remember, but I think it's a bit cheaper than the NX8 titanium. I also think if you can pick up the Elysium Pilgrim for a couple $100 used as well, and I think that also is a really good IM, and like I'd say it's definitely on par with the NX8 titanium, but like if you can get a good used set, I would highly recommend the Elysium Pilgrim as well. But still, it's a really good IM if you are thinking about buying it. It's really got it can easily keep up with any of these 4 sets. So it's if you want to spend the money, It's up to you, and I think you'll enjoy it. I also have the KZ Vibe X. It's been out a little while, but it's had a few kind of hits and misses. A lot of people have complained about the bass. I think it does have a bit of a funny resonance with the vibration driver and the way it kind of resonates in the bass. It's more kind of, it resonates somewhere in the mid bass, especially with your more complex passages like double kick drums or bass that's really like sort of a bit kind of full on, and the vibration driver sometimes can't really keep up with the speed of some bassy tracks, and things like double kick drums. It gives a bit of a funny kind of a resonance. Though if you are willing to EQ them, you can fix a lot of that resonance, and they actually have quite a decent soundstage for their price. And the tuning otherwise and the detail resolution isn't bad for the price. I've since EQing them, I've actually quite enjoyed them. They're a pretty decent set once you kind of fix that kind of resonance out that the vibration driver gives in certain more sort of busy tracks, especially in that bass section. But in less complex tracks like your basic kind of rock or jazz that isn't too complex in the way that it handles, presents the bass. They don't have any trouble in that particular aspect. But like if you listen to metal or more complex kind of tracks than like your average like say Metallica or your average rock that doesn't have too much kind of sort of double kick drums or any of that kind of thing. Like if it's pretty sort of easy going, not too complex, they can keep up, and the vibration driver doesn't really affect the bass like it does in more complex tracks. But like I said, if you are willing to EQ them, they are actually a pretty good set. Like for their price, they've got pretty decent detail and pretty decent soundstage actually. But like also have the KZ Duonic, and my personal favourite, the KZ D-Set. Personally, I still prefer the KZ D-Set. It has better separation. It has better, more punchy, more authoritative bass texture. It's got it's got better separation. The mids and treble a little bit slightly more separated, even more so than the Geonic, which the Geonic's not a bad set either. I'd probably also pick the Geonic over the Vibe X as well, but I'd still pick the D set over the Vibe X or the Geonic myself, personally. But if you are willing to do a bit at VQ on the Vibe X and you tempted to just try it because you know, the vibration driver, and you just want to try something, and maybe you haven't tried something with like a bone conduction driver or a vibration driver, that's essentially what it is. It's not a bad set. It's just yeah, that little bit of resonance in the bass in some complex tracks will probably be noticeable for a lot of people, but like I said, if you are willing to EQ it, it's actually not a bad set, and it's got pretty decent sound stage, and the detail resolution is not bad for the price, and the tonality and the tuning is not bad for the price. Especially like the mids and treble are pretty clear, like decent detail, but yeah, I'd still pick the D set over the Vibe X or the Geonic personally. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say on these IMs. I hope my comparisons have been helpful for anybody that's either thinking of buying the NX8 Titanium or the Vibe X. I think they're both like reasonably good sets in their own right. Like the NX8 is a really good set, but you know, you've also got the Elysian Pilgrim and the Yanning Cannon Pro to also think about, and like I said, you can get these for a couple $100 used, and they're also a really good set. I think also like the extra tuning options that you get in the Yanning Cannon Pro is really sort of good, because you can kind of play around with the tuning a little bit, and I think it's on par with the NX8 Titanium in its its detail resolution, its bass, its presentation of the mids and treble as well. Things like vocals, sound stage, and micro details, all that kind of thing. I think they are probably the closest out of all of these sets that I have to the NX8. But yeah, it kind of is a little more premium looking IM as well. So the one thing I didn't particularly like is the cable. It's a little bit stiff. It's not a particularly soft cable. I'd rather have like a nice soft cable, like an aftermarket cable. That's really the only criticism I can kind of give to the NX8 is the cable. It looks decent. It's it is a well put together cable, but it is a little on the stiff side. But other than that, I haven't really got any complaints with any aspect of the sound. Anyway, yeah, that's about all I've got to say on these IMs. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you like the video. I'm trying to create a bit more content for the channel, and trying to come up with a few more ideas as well. But anyway, have a great week, everybody, and hopefully I'll be back with another review soon.